Hello, I'm Madam Eva, a biology teacher from Educare TZ, and I'm here to take you through a continuation of our topic of Form 4, which was growth. We started it, and in last session we end up on the meaning of seed germination as well as seed dormants. And in our today's session, we will pass through the types of seed germination and other key concepts as well as this is the day in which we will culminate our topic. On looking on this subtopic, we are at the subtopic of growth in flowering planties, and we are going to look on the seed types of seed germination. As its introduction, we saw it on the last session. Types of seed germination, there are two kinds of seed germination, epigeo and hypogeo germination, and now we are going to look on their meanings, starting with epigeo germination. Epigeo germination is the type of germination in which the cotyledons of seed are pushed above the ground. Usual radicle is the embryonic root, while the plumule is the embryonic shoot of the plant. My good student, when we talk about epigeo germination, tunamaanisha ni ile aina ya germination ambapo cotyledon inakuwa pushed above the ground. Na katika cotyledon yetu kuwa pushed above the ground, kuna two parts of that seed ambayo inaenda kudevelop into seedling. Tunakuwa tuna radicle na tuna plumule. The plumule inaenda kutuletea embryonic shoot, lakini radicle itatutengenezea root ya mmea wetu utakwenda kutengenezeka. And now we can see the part of the seedling stem above the cotyledon is called epicotyle, and the part below is called hypocotyle. Once the cotyledons are above the soil, the hypocotyle straightens and the leaves of plumule open out as shown below in the figure. Okay, my dear Form 4 students, when we talk about this epigeo germination, there are some things we have to take note on that, ambako tutaenda kuangalia kwamba tumeona kwamba cotyledon inakuwa above the ground, and the region above the cotyledon now we can call it epicotyle, while the region below the cotyledon you can call it hypocotyle. Na hii region above the cotyledon ndo tunakumbuka ndo plumule yetu ilipo, na hii itaenda kutuletea first leaves of the plant. And now we are going to see this picture here, we can gain more insight. As you see, tumesema kwamba the region below, this is our cotyledon, the region below is hypocotyle, while this is the cotyledon, this is the region above our cotyledon, we will call it epicotyle. And now, after seeing that, we are going to look on the second type of germination, which is hypogeo germination. This is the type of seed germination in which cotyledons remain below the soil surface. In hypogeo, elongation of epicotyle causes the shoot to grow straight up through the soil, leaving the cotyledons in the soil as shown in figure below. My dear student, tunapozungumzia this second type of germination, which is a hypogeo germination. Hypogeo, tunaposema hypo juu ya ground, ipo chini. You can remember it well. Na katika hii aina ya germination tunaona kwamba cotyledon ina remain under the ground. And now we need that plumule to straighten up so that it can develop into shoot. Kwa hiyo hapa plumule ita straighten up straight, ita pass through the soil, itatoka ardhini, while cotyledon yake inabaki kwenye ground. Kwa hiyo epicotyle part ina develop into shoot. And we are going to observe this figure here. You can see there are some parts known as coleoptile, and cotyledon is here. And the coleoptile now is that region above the above our cotyledon. Now we are going to look at the growth process in plantis. Tunaenda kuangalia growth process in plant. Ni process gani mmea unapitia ili kukua? Growth in plantis occur in specific regions known as meristems, situated at the tips of the shoots and the root. Growth zone in plantis such as meristematic zone, elongation zone na maturation zone. My dear student, Tunapozungumzia growth process in plant, what we have to know that kwamba growth inatokea sehemu gani? Inatokea on meristematic zones, sehemu ambazo zinakuwa at the tips of the shoot and the root, kwenye shina na mizizi ambao ndo tunahitaji iweze kukua zaidi. Meristematic areas ni zile parts za mmea ambazo ni capable for cell division. And here tunaenda kuangalia growth zones za mmea. We can see kuna meristematic zone, kuna elongation zone na maturation zone. In simple way we can see, tumesema meristematic ni eneo ambalo kuna ile rapid cell division ambayo ni continuously. Kwa hiyo meristematic zone ni ile region ya plant ambayo either inaweza ikawa kwenye tip ya root ama ya shoot, kule mwishoni kwa roots ama kule mwishoni kwa shoot, ndio kunakuwa panaitwa meristematic zone. Hiyo area ina divide rapidly kwa sababu maeneo yale yanahitaji siku zote kuendelea kukua, na ndio yanao provide mmea uweze kukua zaidi. Pia tukiangalia zone nyingine ambayo ni elongation zone. Hii ni elongation zone, ni part after meristematic zone, ambako zile seli sasa ambazo zimeshazaliwa zile zinakuwa enlarged, vacuole ina increase in size ili iweze kupromote elongation kwenye part ya shoot au ya kwenye root. And maturation zone ni those regions ambazo zina differentiated cells zinakuwa more specialized to perform a specific function, na hii ni region after elongation zone. Kazi yake ni kututengenezea parts za mmea ambazo ni more specific in their functions. That are all about the growth zones. Now we are going to look on this picture. As you can see, hii ni growth zone, either inaweza ikawa ni hii inaonekana ni kwenye roots, pia tunaweza tukaiabsorb kwenye part ya shoot. We can see meristematic zone here, elongation zone, maturation zone, as I already explained it. And now we are going to look on the plant growth curve. The rate of growth of a plant not always the same throughout its lifespan. Despite many factors affecting growth, the pattern of the growth remains relatively the same. Kwa hiyo tunakuja kuangalia kwamba rate ya growth ya mmea sio the same, inavari kulingana na kipindi cha ukuaji, ama tunasema stage ya ukuaji ya huo mmea. Na nao tutaweza kujifunza stages za plant growth depending on the growth curve. Growth curve ni curve ambayo inatuonyesha growth rate against time, ukuaji kulingana na muda wa mimea. Also, plant growth can be represented using S-shaped curve or sigmoid curve, which is obtained when plant growth rate is plotted against time, as shown in figure 5 below. My dear student, ukizungumzia growth ya plant inakuwa presented mostly na S-shaped curve, ama tunaweza tukaita ni sigmoid curve. Kwa when you are told to explain about sigmoid curve, utasema kwamba ni that's one which used to represent the growth rate of the plant, ambayo inakuwa na growth rate against the time of the plant. And now you can see in this curve iko in S-shaped, as we see imekaa mfumo wa S-shaped, na tunaona stages mbalimbali ambazo tulikuwa tunazizungumzia kwamba kunakuwa na ukuaji ambao sio uniform kulingana na stages mbalimbali za mmea. Na tutaenda kuangalia katika stage ya lag phase, exponential phase, diminishing, nini huwa kinatokea. In normal plant growth curve, 5 major phases can be observed, and these are the lag phase, the exponential, diminishing, stationary phase na senescence phase. Ziko stages 5 kwa ajili ya ukuaji wa mimea. Tukianza na lag phase. Katika lag phase ni ile the first stage of development of the plant. Na katika hii stage ni ile stage ambayo mmea uko katika hali ya udogo. And here we can see kwamba kuna ukuaji ambao ni upo kwa wastani, because katika hichi kipindi mmea una utilize au tunasema ni seed ina utilize nutrients kwa ajili ya kuisaidia yenyewe iweze ku take out the growth. Kwa hiyo growth katika lag phase ni slow kwa sababu a lot of energy inabidi iwe concentrated kwenye kusaidia ile seed iweze kudevelop iwe seedling. And the exponential or log phase ndo katika stage ambayo growth iko rapidly, iko very fast. Why? Because at this stage the rate of tunasema kwamba ile rate ya anabolism ama tunasema kwamba material synthesis na food synthesis ina exceed the rate of catabolism. That's why katika exponential phase growth inakimbia, inakuwa ni katika kiwango kikubwa. Then tutakuja kuangalia katika diminishing phase. Katika diminishing phase hichi kipindi growth inakuwa ni slow, au tunasema kwamba ina increase in a very slow, in a very small amount. Inaongezeka katika kiwango kidogo sana katika stage ya diminishing phase, kwa sababu katika hichi kipindi mimea ina compete for light, for water sources, for zile growth hormones. Unakuta mimea ina compete, that's why growth yake katika hichi kipindi inakuwa ina increase in a very very small amount. Also kuna stationary or steady phase. Hiki ni kipindi cha growth ya mmea ambako the rate of catabolism is equal to the rate of anabolism. Kiwango cha material inayozalishwa ni sawa na kiwango cha material zinazokuwa broken down, and that's iko kipindi growth ya mmea inakuwa ni uniform. And finally we can see the final stage ni senescence phase. Katika hii senescence phase inakuwa characterized na negative growth, ambako rate ya catabolism ina exceed rate ya anabolism, and that mmea unakuwa una decrease katika ukuaji wake. Okay, now we are going to look on the other thing. The different growth phases result in S-shaped curve. Although plant growth is affected by several external factors, the S-shaped curve is unaffected. However, perennial woody plants show limited growth. It show unlimited growth. Tunapozungumzia hizi mimea ambazo ni annual, ni zile za mwaka, zina exhibit limited growth, lakini perennial wana exhibit unlimited growth. Also tutaenda kuangalia stage of plant development. There are 5 stages of plant development after germinating, and these are sprouting. Also there is seedling, there is a vegetative and budding stage, and other two. Tukianza na sprouting. Sprouting ni ile stage ya kwanza kabisa ya ukuaji wa mmea, ambako kuna development ya viroots, pia vishoots, na roots hapo zinakuwa capable of taking nutrients from the soil, pia oxygen kwa ajili ya ukuaji. Na katika seedling, this stage ina start when the shoots zinaanza kudevelop na roots, pia ina culminate pale ambako tillers zinaanza kuappear. Na kwenye vegetative and budding stage, vegetative stage ni zile stage ambazo ni ile stage ambayo unakuta mmea parts zake ambazo sio reproductive parts, kama kwenye mashina huko kwenye mizizi, inakuwa very well kwenye branches na kadhalika na majani yake. Alafu na ni budding stage ndio tunaona kwamba ni ile reproductive stage. Mimea yetu ambayo ni flowering plants zina develop buds. Inside the buds flower ina develop na inakuwa covered by petals na sepals, baadaye inaweza kuopen up kama a real flower. Also there is flowering phase and adult phase. At the flowering phase ni kile kipindi ambacho mmea upo capable for reproduction, maua yake yanakuwa exposed, yanakuwa ni complete set kwa ajili ya kufanya reproduction. And the adult phase ni kile kipindi ambacho sasa yale maua yana develop kututengenezea fruits, na fruits zinatutengenezea seeds. This is all about stages of plant growth after germination. And these stages can be described as shown in this figure here. When you pass through this good figure, you can get good insight on what we studied about the stages. Also now we are going to look on the difference between plant and animal growth. First difference is that plant possess well-defined growing points or meristematic tissue, but in animal growing points are absent in animals. Growth occurs in all over the body. Kwa hiyo ni tofauti kwamba mmea una growth points, lakini mnyama ukuaji wake una involve mwili nzima. Also, the second difference, growth is localized to certain regions, mostly at the apex of fruit and shoots. but growth is diffused in animal, in which it is the type of growth whereby growth occurs all over the body of an organism. This one is the same as the first one, kwamba ukuaji unatokea to the whole part of the body. Also, another difference, often growth is indefinite or unlimited. Most plants keep growing as long as they live. Also, growth in animal is definite or limited. Ukuaji kwa mimea ni unlimited. Tukiangalia hizo perennial plants zinakuwa tu, zaweza zikakuwa miaka na miaka, lakini ukuaji kwa wanyama ni limited, unaweza ukaishi kwa miaka kadhaa then ukaperish out. New organs continue to be formed throughout the life of a plant, lakini all organs are formed at embryonic stage. My good student, this difference is very easy. Organs katika mmea zinazidi kukua siku hadi siku, lakini kwa binadamu at embryonic stage au mnyama mwingine, miguu, mikono, everything kinakuwa tayari, kidney, kila kitu, so kwamba vita appear tena during growth. Also, another difference, all the organs are replaced by new organs, or in animal there is no replacement of organs in most animals. Tukiangalia kwa animals na replacement ya organs kwa mimea inatokea. Umekata kitawi cha mti kinarudia, lakini huwezi ukakata mkono au mguu, tuseme mguu wa paka alafu then uka regenerate. That is the difference. Another difference, growth in a plant is by addition of new parts ahead or around the older one, but growth in animal is only increase in size of organ. That is the final difference between plants and animals. And this marks the end of our good session and the end of our good topic of growth, my dear student of Form 4. And now I'm going to take you through a task so that you can increase an insight on what you learned. In our task today, you have to outline the main difference between growth in plants and animals, also to describe the stages of growth in plants after germination. Thank you for watching EducareTZ, and I hope you will continue following our media, and I welcome you to be with us in the continuing series of lectures. Thank you.
Purchase your tracks today.